We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Don Sutton, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Standing in, Monty Irvin. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Yeah.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Standing in now, Orlando Cepeda. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
And he fouls this one off. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
So we got him looking there. Orlando Cepeda is the second out of the opening frame. To the plate now, Willie Mays. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So in now for San Francisco, Willie McCovey, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Fouled away. Mays is off at first with 2 away. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. It's the Giants nothing. Dodgers coming up. You're watching NL West baseball, and it's on the show. Juan Marichal, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Jackie Robinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Batting center, the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese.
At the plate now, Pee Wee Reese. Line drive to left. Irvin has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting third, the catcher, Piazza.
Next up for Los Angeles, Mike Piazza. He was responsible for the only run they could muster in yesterday's ball game. It was a solo shot. Before the payoff pitch, he'll look to first. Don't want to forget about him. Runner at first here, 1 man out. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
At the plate, Duke Snider. Lined into left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Lo. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Into the box, Justin Turner on the ground to the right side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single.
The right fielder, Mookie.
Coming to the plate now, Mookie Betts. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Fouled off. The 1-2. Lifted into center field. Mays waits on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. Tagged by Posey will be too late, safe at home plate.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up the big bat of Max Muncy. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Mays is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants nothing. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Matt Williams.
Next to bat for the Giants, Matt Williams. The 1-1 home. Is strike two swinging. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Matt Williams goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box now, Buster Posey. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. Dodgers lead this one 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next for the Dodgers, Don Sutton. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Nobody out, runner on first. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Digging in to try it again, Jackie Robinson. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Irvin is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Pee-wee Reese.
Standing in, Pee-wee Reese. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Marichal comes set, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Line toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Stepping in now, Mike Piazza. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another one sent foul. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Donovan Solano.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bellinger's under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Juan Marichal.
And now the Giants pitcher, Juan Marichal. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope, it'll stay up long enough to be run down out there. A good break on that ball, and he's retired.
Monte Irvin.
Stepping up to the plate, Monte Irvin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now at the plate, Orlando Cepeda, man at first after the 2-out walk. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch hits it high and deep out to center field. Snyder looking up. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Giants are back within a run at 3-2 now.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Standing in now, Willie Mays. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. Right side hit hard. And that's through for a hit. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. In now, Willie McCovey. Fouled away. Two out with the man at first. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So stepping in, Evan Longoria, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Here's the 2-1. Fouled off. Heading out towards shallow right. Betts has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Giants 2. Bottom of the 3rd now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Duke Snider. Outside, 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
To the plate now, Justin Turner. Called strike 2. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Here's Mookie Betts. He hit a sac fly earlier. The 3-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Solano for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The count now at 2-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. All even now, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Now Muncy with a swing and a deep drive to right. Right fielder looking up to the track, to the wall. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
So now to the plate, Cody Bellinger. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Marischal's ready. Here comes the pitch.
We got full count.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 5-2 LA. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Matt Williams. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Couldn't get extended on the screwball, and it's 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
At the plate now, Buster Posey. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Donovan Solano. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he's really pleased with how they've performed in run-scoring opportunities in this one. They've obviously put a good amount of runs on the board, and part of that has been the 4 hits they've collected with runners in scoring position. On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so getting them on and getting them in has indeed been the name of the game for them, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Don Sutton. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now back, second baseman.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Jackie Robinson. The 1-1. Line to the right side. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
Standing in now, Pee Wee Reese. A pitch out. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Now a look and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Posey's got it, and the throw is in time. Reese is retired, 2 down now.
Up next is
Ready once again, Mike Piazza. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Piazza.
The 3-1 pitch. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
The center fielder, number 4. Duke.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Duke Snider. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Marichal comes set. Here's the 2-1. He pulls this one into right. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Into the box now, Justin Turner.
Count to 2-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Here now the 2-2. Into center field, line drive base hit. Long throw to the plate. Tagged by Posey will be too late, safe at home plate.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, Hero, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Logan Webb answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Webb.
At the plate, Mookie Betts. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. 7 runs, 10 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And he's going to score with ease, as the throw will be too late. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 4 base hits. No errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. LA's on top, 9-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Brandon Belt will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 10, Brandon Belt.
Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now it's on the ground for Jackie Robinson at second. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 20, Monte.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Monty Irvin. The 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batter, right fielder, Orlando Cepeda.
Ready to take his hacks again, Orlando Cepeda, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Into the box now, Willie Mays, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it, and that retires the side. Giants leave 1. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Trevor Cahill gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and here comes the first baseman, Max Muncy. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Cody Bellinger, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And that's the first out. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
1 out, nobody on. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So here now's the pitcher, Don Sutton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
To the plate now, Jackie Robinson. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Three-two pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Number 1, shortstop, Pee-wee.
Now at the plate, Pee-wee Reese. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Willie McCovey.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
This pitch is popped up. Muncy over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
The third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Longoria. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now the pitch. Fastball just missed above the zone. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Snyder's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Matt Williams.
Into the box now, Matt Williams. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Mike Piazza. he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
The center fielder, number 4. Duke.
Next to bat is the home run hitting legend Duke Snider. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Over to McCovey. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. The 2-1.
No, that's down.
Mookie Betts would be next. The 3-1 pitch.
Hey! Count is full.
And this pitch is taken here for ball 4. So the Dodgers able to extend the inning here with 2 away. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. One and one, here it is. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Hit to third, scooped up, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for LA, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Seventh inning ready to roll, and now it'll be the catcher, Buster Posey.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
So now to the plate, Donovan Solano. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 2-1. Ground ball left side. The throw to Robinson. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game as there are quickly 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 53, Trevor
Will Clark will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Will Clark.
Liner towards second, but this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Giants are down quietly. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Arlene Garcia enters now in a mop-up role as she'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Arlene Garcia.
Coming to the plate now, Max Muncy. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
At the plate now, Cody Bellinger. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The pitcher, number 20, Don Sutton.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Don Sutton. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Count 2-1.
And he misses again. Ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
In now, Jackie Robinson. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Pedro Baez is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 52, Pedro.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Monty Irvin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to look at in his bets, and that's out number 1. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Standing in now, Orlando Cepeda. And this will be fouled away. Baez was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Willie Mays. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Giants down in order. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping up as the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
The catcher, Piazza.
Stepping into the box, Mike Piazza. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The 2-2 one more time. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
To the plate now, Duke Snider. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Runners on first with 1 down. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Irvin is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Turner swings, and it's a very well hit ball to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Stepping in now, Mookie Betts. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
Up next for the Dodgers, the first baseman, Matt Muncy.
Into the box, Max Muncy. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Another good inning here for the Dodgers. Hey, not everybody leaves early. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Willie McCovey, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
2-2 to stretch Willie McCovey.
I got to count 2-2.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
Striding in, Evan Longoria. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Left side. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time, and the Giants are down to their final out now.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Matt Williams.
Digging in, Matt Williams. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
Last strike here for the Giants. Fouled off. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Don Sutton earns his first win of the season. Juan Marichal couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 11 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Giants, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.